We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this to us.
Welcome to my first What I Eat in a Day vlog, I think, of 2024. How is that possible? We are more than halfway into the year, and I don't think I've done a What I Eat in a Day proper YouTube video in a long time. I do them pretty often on TikTok and Reels. Like, I'll do a What I Eat in a Day summer edition, What I Eat in a Day on vacation, What I Eat on a Day weekend edition. Like, they're pretty niche, but this is going to be kind of an in general overview of 5 years out of surgery. What can I eat in a day, or what are my normal go-tos? We'll talk protein grams, and maybe I'll even track everything. I don't usually do that, but I'll track it in my BariTale app to take a look at the breakdown of like sugars, carbs, calories. Now, full disclosure, the whole purpose of this channel, by the way, hi, if you're new here, I'm Chelsea. I am a VSG patient of 5 years. I'm also a bariatric support coach. And one of the reasons for this channel is to show you what life looks like after weight loss surgery, not on a diet. This is life not on a diet. I don't typically weigh things or track them, but I think maybe for the purpose of this video, I will, just for you. And if you're looking for more content on weight loss surgery, prep, pre-op, post-op lifestyle, this is the channel for you. I hope you will subscribe. An extra bonus if you are a Disney girly mama like me, we have some awesome Disney content coming your way because we have a very big trip planned in August. So subscribe. You should subscribe. My hair is a little bit wet because it is actually morning time. I am filming this in real time on the day that you are seeing it. It is 8:37 a.m. Now, typically, I would begin my morning routine by getting up, lighting a candle that's on my vanity, which is still in the process of renovation. For those of you who are still asking, I know it's been almost a year. It's been slow going. The wallpaper should be going up next week. So maybe by the time you're watching this, there will be wallpaper up, but there's a whole other like vlog coming with that process. Don't you fret. So I light my candle as a way to start my day, signify the romanticism of my life. It's something I've been doing for probably a year now. And then I jump into movement right away. Some days that's hot yoga, and in fact, I actually plan to go to a 5:30 a.m. hot yoga flow this morning, and I couldn't. We'll get to that in a moment. It could be in the house. I like, typically if I'm not at the yoga studio, I'm working out here at home with strength and conditioning. I do yoga here as well, or I do low impact cardio. Today, however, started out in my sauna blanket. So this was gifted to me and I am absolutely loving it. It's not an ad. If you want me to share the brand with you, please let me know in the comments. The sauna blanket gets well over 100 degrees inside. It's supposed to mimic as if you were inside like a little wooden sauna. You know, also all I can think about is Frozen when I say the word sauna. So, okay. It's supposed to mimic that. I do not have that around here on Cape Cod. So I've been doing this for like 15 to 30 minutes, 3 times a week. It's supposed to help heal like inflammation and pain, particularly my arthritic knee pain, which is why I am liking this so much. So I got Botox yesterday here, just like a little top up, if you will, for our Hawaii trip. So one of the rules is that you cannot work out intensely for 24 hours after Botox. And yesterday, after I came home, I had already done my Pilates ab workout in the morning, which was a killer. My abs are super sore today. I danced with Callie in the backyard. We rode bikes, we went out on the boat, but nothing was like physically strenuous. So I know that there's growth in my non-scale victories because I was actually sad not to go to hot yoga today. It's the summertime. I get to go to more classes than I would if it was not the summertime, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. So hopefully I can go tomorrow. Anyway, that is a very long-winded way to say we are starting off with a protein shake. okay? I know, shocking, ooh, shock horror. But we're gonna try something a little bit different today. Typically, this is the protein powder that I've been loving, and I did a TikTok on this particular. This is Kevin Hart's brand, which is a little bit surprising. It's called Vita Hustle, and this is a superfood protein. So not only are you getting protein in this, but you're getting pre and probiotics as well as adaptogens in here. And that's been kind of my health learning curve over the summer, is in relationship to what are adaptogens. So I have 8 ounces of ice water in my little blender. I got this off TikTok. I also made a video about it, but if you're interested, I will leave the link for that, for these two, down below. You put in 2 scoops of this protein powder. Now the details on this are that it's vegan, it's plant-based. It has 20 grams of plant-based protein in 2 scoops. It also has MCT oil and omega-3. It has adaptogens and digestive enzymes without any extra like dairy or soy. And I've been blending this with milk to get a little bit of like extra protein in there, but today we're gonna do it without water because we're all out of milk. So I'm gonna do 2 heaping scoops in there. I saved all of my vitamins for you. So after I work out, typically that's when I go to my protein shake. I'm also gonna do 1 scoop. This is a glow up supplemental powder, and what makes it a glow up is that it's collagen and adaptogen. So this has tremella mushroom in it as well as collagen and biotin. So it says it's unflavored. I have noticed that with all unflavored products, there's a granularness to them that we're just gonna get over, okay? I'm not gonna tell you it's delicious. This is good. Are protein powders delicious? I don't know. The Fairlife chocolate protein is delicious. Okay, so this is the little blender. I've used it for fruit smoothies for Callie, so I'm gonna flip it over. And there's ice in here, and then I'm just gonna push, oh, she's not charged. One moment, please. So, a little small malfunction. I forgot that I'd used that blender recently for a fruit smoothie that had just frozen fruit in it for Callie, and it seemed like that really took a lot of life out of the battery. So I'm charging it now, and it should just take a few minutes. But while that's happening, I thought maybe we could do like a little unboxing. I think today's vlog will be a what I eat in a day, all my vitamins and supplements, plus just vlog life, if that's okay with you. So I'm gonna start with this little guy. This is a company that I love. And it was kind of a perchance finding. So I found Slow Brew Botanicals through, I believe, first a face mask that I had to put in the refrigerator. It was like a yellow, I'm pretty sure it was banana. And I loved what that did to my skin. And I remember using it in the winter and it made my skin glowy. And then I tried their like daily one-use biodegradable towels instead of hand towels because I was having breakouts, like hormonal breakouts, but they were being made worse by the fact that there's still bacteria in your like hand towels no matter how you wash them. So I love those. I recently started using their priming stick, which I would show you, except I sent it to sailing camp with my daughter this morning. It's this little red silky priming sunscreen stick that's so easy to use. Of course, there's a TikTok on that as well. And this is their new Glow Setter Soft Focus Radiance Spray, which is supposed to leave your skin, oh, look how pretty, radiant, but somehow also control oil. We're gonna test it. This is the before. We're pretty dewy to begin with. I don't know how far away like 12 inches is. Let's test the mist first. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that smells nice. Oh, that smells nice and it's cooling. Okay, so that's gonna dry. Let's take a little gander in the light, better light here. I don't know if you can see anything because of the brightness. Ooh, Ooh, I like. That smells amazing. And I think would be fantastic. There's no SPF in here or anything. It's just a radiance spray. It's a setting spray, right? Yeah, this is supposed to secure your makeup. This would be so good cold if you had a beauty fridge. This would also be fantastic on my upcoming tropical vacations while you're just like laying in the sun and you want a little bit of cool on your face. If this had SPF in it, I think it would be like the perfect summer product. Love that. Thank you, Slow Brew. It's mesmerizing to watch like the gold go around. This is cute packaging. This is from a brand called Always Curly, like Always Curly. And oh, it's a Korean hair care product. It's a curly starter leave-in conditioner. I think of leave-in conditioner as the last step, not the first, but I guess you could think of it as the first. Oh. All of the directions are in Korean. I'm gonna have to look up. I mean, I know how to use a leave-in conditioner. I'm wondering if it's gonna be too heavy for my hair. Let's, oh, that smells really nice. That smells really nice. Oh my gosh, that smells incredible. I really hope that I can figure out how to use this. I wonder if you mixed it to something I have liked doing in the past, oof, especially on such humid days like this, is mixing a leave-in conditioner with water and having that be one of the products that you use to like re-scrunch on days like 2, 3, 4, etc. This is fantastic. Thank you. I also, so everything in my life right now is about my upcoming vacation. Are you like that too? Where you get so excited about what's coming vacation-wise that like all of the things that you do are for that vacation? I love that. So I just bought at Sephora, they were having a sale. I'll show you those items later, perhaps in this vlog, to like depot this, because obviously this is well over the allotted size that I would want to bring with me for one product when I fly. So I could depot that. I'm sorry if you can hear what's going on outside. My neighbor is, my back neighbor here, she is rebuilding her beautiful house and there's just construction. What is this? Okay, well this has to be the most joyful package. There's a note here that says, open me first. And then this one says, I am for Callie. This is from one of my clients and she's sending me a gift because it's my surgiversary. This is so, so kind. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. It's a Disney Vera Bradley collection with a little pearl on it. And in her note it says, I thought you would appreciate the reference to the fairy godmother because I use like the fairy godmother as my kind of tag. Beth, thank you so much. This is absolutely precious. I love, love, love this. She even put a little quarter in it that says, I can't gift an empty wallet. Oh my gosh. The inside is just as pretty. I don't know if you can see the pattern in there. I cannot wait to use this. This will be like my little Disney wallet. Oh, my heart is overwhelmed and I could literally cry. Also, a moment for this shimmery wrapping paper. This is what I hope the Glow Setter face mask mist did to my face. She's charged. She's blending. It's time to taste. Okay, well that does not seem chunky in the slightest, so that's good. Okay, so when I make it with milk, it is thicker. That might be okay. That is great. That's fantastic. So let's take some vitamins, shall we? we're gonna take our trusty B12. Now, I know that there is, sorry about the lighting, by the way. It's an overcast, cloudy day here on the Cape. I know that there are 2 different types of post-op vitamin friends. One group does it how I do it, where we like kind of piecemeal and curate our own vitamin ritual and supplements. And then there's the like bariatric all-in-one group. And I've tried that. My stomach simply cannot. As you know, if you've been here for any length of time, I still get dumping syndrome. And the pain or the nausea that I feel after taking a bariatric all-in-one, even after I've had 20 grams of protein, or I would take it at night before bed, it still hurt. So I am doing a variety of different supplements and vitamins here, but this is my 1-a-day women's, this is my multi. I know that there's biotin and collagen in this smoothie, but hair health is literally so important to me that I do double up. This is the Vitamo one. Honestly, it's good. It doesn't make me nauseous. It's not my favorite. I'm trying one right now that's called like Hair Plus. That one's good. Also not my favorite because they're natural and they're like veggie capsules. They just smell bad, and that makes me nauseous when I open the container. I know that's wildly sensitive and very, very picky, but the actual vitamins themselves don't taste bad, if that makes sense. Vitamins done. Now I think we'll take this outside, do my morning journaling, because after my candle lighting, movement, protein, skincare, get ready piece, that is when I do my journal time. So let's go do it. Can we just have a moment for my lemons, please? This is the first summer of my lemon tree. If any of you are lemon tree gardeners, please let me know what I can do to like foster this growth. I know that it looks like this is a baby lemon, but she will fall off. All of the yellow ones fall off. These 5 are enormous. I have some bigger ones in the back. Will these turn into lemons this year? I'm getting my hopes up. Let me know.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for.
It's been a few hours since I've gotten to chat with you. The hair is up because it is roasty, but we have all the fans on, and yes, we do have air conditioning, but it's a weird pride to not turn it on when it's hot. Am I alone here? Unless it's really, really humid. And Callie and I do have plans to go to the beach this afternoon. So I have to run a few errands first, but it's officially lunchtime. And something about my household that I've only recently learned in year 39 of my life is that I am an ingredients only household. Whereas my sister, who you met in New York City, remember her? She's my bariatric bestie and will be coming back definitely in upcoming months, so make sure you're subscribed. She's like a snack household, like everything's packaged. Not everything, but most things are. So tonight for dinner, I am gonna make an every plate, and we'll talk about meal subscriptions later. But I pulled out pork chops to make sandwiches, which look really good. But for lunch, I'm gonna take a look in the fridge and see what I can put together. And this is very normal. I did not stage this. I didn't make my fridge pretty for you. This is typically what I do for lunch. I'm looking for some type of protein, maybe a leftover, and then Callie usually likes like a kid charcuterie situation. So let's see what we have. The dregs of milk. That's a leftover. Those are leftover. Ooh. That could be good. So when you're seeing this, we are post 4th of July and we host a party here. So we have a ton of like, these are just like little chicken tenders that I would make a chicken salad with. And you've actually seen me make this exact chicken salad on Instagram. I will leave that video here for you, but that's like a go-to, especially because I have really good grapes, but I do have some leftovers. I think that's what we're gonna do instead. I am gonna use my Uba portion plate because I have a lot of like loose ingredients. Apologies again for the construction. So this box looks huge. This is a smash burger, like it's super messy. The ends of a smash burger. I am gonna remove that top portion of the bun, but this has ground beef, cheese, tomato, pickles, lettuce, and onion on it. And I think, I mean, this is probably going to be too big for me, but it is my protein amount. So I'm gonna put that on the protein side. And then I have my very favorite Trader Joe's hummus. Oh my gosh, it expires tomorrow, so I need to eat this. And I have some sugar snap peas. I am trying really hard to get more fiber into my diet. And that comes a lot of the time with like green vegetables, like the broccoli, all of the good stuff that we know. So I'm gonna try to get some of these in and I'll show you what my plate looks like. This is what my lunch looks like. And according to BariTale, if I were to consume all of this, this is 357 calories. Again, not necessarily caring about the calories, but it's also about 17 grams of protein. So that gets me to 37-ish. Wait, let me check that math, hang on. I'm lying. This that I put into my morning smoothie has 10 grams of protein in it. So the smoothie was 30. This gets me to 47 for the day. And I'm shooting for 60, which will be super easy with a snack and dinner. So I'm pretty confident about this. Callie and I are just sitting down to lunch and we have made the executive decision that the air conditioning is gonna go on. So much for the pride, but it was just literally too humid, too hot. I think we're gonna walk down to the beach. We do have a few errands to run. I don't think I needed that glowy radiant spray today, but she's in there. So I will let you know how much. I'll show you my plate after I finish. This is the end product of lunch. This is probably about half of what we started with. Yes, these are my Uba utensils and portion plate. I do have a discount code in the description box. I ate a few of these and then some of them looked like this, so I didn't want to eat them anymore. And I ate probably half of a teaspoon or tablespoon of hummus. So to be expected. 5 years later and I'm still putting too much food on my plate, which is why I use the portion plates, small utensils, and try to have good conversation with the person that I'm sitting with. Boop. Which is this little cutie patootie. And now we're gonna change our plans. We're shifting our plans. We were gonna do our 2 errands first, but I know I can do them tomorrow morning too while she is at sailing camp. So she might not have to come with me to do them. It's just so warm. We need to be hydrated and that means we need to put our bodies in the ocean.
I'm fine. You're gonna keep that part.
Yeah, bathing suits and let's pack up. Callie and I are sandy and back from the beach. I actually did go swimming today. It takes a lot. I like my feet in my beach chair at the ocean. I want my feet, my ankles to be wet. I will go in to my waist, bask in the glory of the sun, and then retreat. Today I went, okay, I'm gonna say full in, like up to my shoulders because I didn't want to get my contacts in the seawater. And I didn't anticipate going to the beach today. It was kind of like an impromptu plan. So I did like skincare prep this morning, and if we're going to the beach, normally I just do sunscreen. So anyway, we're home. It's been several hours since lunch. Callie brought grapes to the beach. I brought, I'll show you, but I didn't eat it. I brought this Built bar. Now I have these in 2 flavors. These are the brownie batter flavor, which I prefer, and there's a cookie dough flavor. These are little protein bars that have 17 grams of protein in them. So they are supposed to keep you full longer. And I think this is a good reach to snack. I wouldn't really use this as a meal replacement because I don't honestly believe in meal replacement like bars. This simply would not be satiating or joyful for me to eat as a meal. But I do feel like in that mid-afternoon, which is exactly where we are, it's 2:30, this would be a potential option as a snack. But we're gonna try something else today that is a Korean snack brand that I have been trying. So today's not like the first day, but I'll tell you about them. I have to change my battery. We've been talking so much today. I just have to change the battery. We're back. I also finished my water at the beach. I'm only on my first 30 ounces, which is a little behind for me, but I find when I have that protein drink in the morning that I don't feel as thirsty. Anyway, let's talk about this product. So this is from a brand called Foodology, and it's a jelly stick, essentially. Like, it's jelly-ish in here. I did put these in the refrigerator. I can see that there are chia seeds in these, which I am a big chia fan. I do like to put them in yogurt if I'm doing that for breakfast, or sometimes I even put them in like hot tea. It says, feel free to enjoy 1 stick per day. I don't know why there's a limit. It has Garcinia Cambogia. It's pomegranate flavored, and it has chia seeds and collagen. We are going in with the collagen today. I didn't know that. There's also prebiotics in here and fiber. That's great. So I know that I like the flavor of this. It looks like a fish. My only complaint, I'm okay with the texture of it, is that I feel like this could use less sweet in it, but Callie really likes that. And I did look through all the ingredients before she ate one, because she does like these. I got this on Amazon. Something I hope you notice, if this is not your first what I eat in a day video, is that it would be a fallacy for me to say, this is what I eat every day. Breakfast is usually the same. Lunch is a leftover, dinner is in every plate. That's true. I try a lot of new snack options, supplements, and I have my go-to favorites. The unexpected cheddar cheese with Trader Joe's hummus and a veg on the side is an ideal like charcuterie lunch for me. I'm very pleased with that. I drink a lot of the same water. I also started incorporating different flavors into my water, or different, I don't want to call them bubbly waters, but some of the like prebiotic waters I started drinking. I may put one in my Stanley after this. I'll show you if I do. If not, it's just regular mint for my garden. But I don't want you to feel like you need to be in a rut post-op, that you need to eat the same thing every day in order for you to meet your goals, because you don't. If you are the type of person who prefers that, my sister is, feel free to do that. I know that I would not find this journey joyous if I didn't have new things to try. So I would love to know your thoughts on that. Like, are you the type of person who needs a real menu of options, or are you good with the same thing every day? And I will say, for 5 years, I have been dedicated to my Fairlife chocolate protein shake. I love it. We just don't have any in the house right now. And since I received that protein powder, I've been using that. I'm actually almost out of it, which is good. I like to use what I have. I'll keep you posted on if this keeps me full. We're gonna do some errands. I'm gonna change. We're gonna have ourselves an afternoon before dinner. So pre-dinner, I'll let you know. That should be in 3-ish hours from now. Post-beach hair revival. is so hard. I'm taking a few squirts of the leave-in conditioner that I opened this morning in with my mousse. And it's not quite a hair wash day, especially if I'm gonna do yoga tomorrow. That means that I'll do like a slick back bun, but I felt like a slick back bun wasn't the way with the outfit I have on, which I basically look like, I think I basically look like I am wearing like a giant baby onesie. I'll show you. It's rented, it's a Selkie, and it has strawberries on it. And I love the puff sleeves, but I've worn it once before. If you are a clothing rental girly, I would love to know, like, what is your strategy? Because when I first started renting clothes with the brand that I'm renting them with now, and I'm a customer, it's not an ad, I would like pick out really bold, bright patterns, and all fun and good, except you go to like wear them more than once and you're like, oh, how often can I wear a bright pink sequined blazer? So let me show you this. Okay, part of the issue with Selkie is that it's never meant for girls with a chest. But like this is always small, like my bra ends here. Anyway, there are pockets. I'm not saying it's not cute, but like I am basically in just like a big, it's shorts, like a big onesie, but it's very comfy, post beach cash. Also, this is the wall that I'm talking about that's getting renovated. And when I say renovated, I basically mean redecorated with new wallpaper. So that happens next week. I promise to show you and take you with me. Pardon that blue bathing suit just laying on the floor so rudely. Gold settles on the bottom. We're gonna do a little refresh, okay? So before I do that, and you don't need to see that process because you saw me get ready this morning, I just wanted to show you what I got at Sephora yesterday, because this is like the content I like to watch, and you can tell me like, no girl, I'm fast forwarding through this part because I think it's boring, but up to you. Also, oh, is this better? Is this better? My little Disney Ariel mirror coming to the rescue. Okay, so Sephora, at the time of filming this video, I don't know if it will still be going on when the video goes live, but they were having a sale and these were 50% off. And again, remember how earlier I told you everything in my life right now is about my trip. So I know there's like one moment. A very expensive brand on Instagram that I've been served ads to that has little travel containers like this. So this one has, I don't know how many ounces this is. 30 milliliters, 20, and 10. So like this would probably be great for like an eye cream, or even like a lip mask, a face mask. Yeah, I know that they look small, but realistically, like how much product are you bringing? I think I bring a lot of like setting spray, a lot of, and it comes with a little spatula too, which is super cute. I don't know why there aren't more spatulas, but that's fine. Realistically, I go through a lot of like moisturizer. If you have like a liquid concealer, the little one might be good. I've been using and really liking this Joa serum that I actually saw somebody use on Instagram. It has ceramides and peptides in it, and it doesn't fully cover my darkness, but it does enough of a job like reflecting light that it doesn't seem to matter to me. I also picked up another one of these. So as we mentioned, all about hair health. I purchased one of these. I'm looking in my drawer to see if I still have any left. I purchased one of these a while ago and have been using this, and when you have hair that does multiple things, like it can be natural like this or not. My hair drawer is for like, this is for when I'm Dysoning, this is for when I'm oiling, this is for when I'm using natural hair. So there's a lot of product in here. But I've been going, it's messy because I love it, back and forth between the Living Proof. This came in a FabFitFun. This is a triple bond complex. I see less shed when I use these two products, and you wouldn't use them at the same time. This one I use before I Dyson. because it says for best results, use once weekly, you leave it in your hair after you shower, and then you wait 10 minutes and then blow dry it. So like I use this when I Dyson. When I'm going more natural, I use this because I only wash my hair 2 or 3 times a week. You shampoo and then you don't condition, and then you do a towel dry, or just leave it to dry. And it says begin with 3 pumps, and then you wait for 4 minutes, you don't rinse it out, and then you go in and, like for my case, scrunch. You're only supposed to use for like 4 to 6 washes for intense treatment, and then you can use it as needed. So I am in the as needed phase, but I thought I could bring this with me on my trip because we are going to a dry climate where I am going to be washing my hair more than normal. So this is the little mini one. Still expensive, but definitely works. I was influenced by this, okay? Have you seen these? The name of this Milk makeup, I don't own anything else Milk makeup. I tried the Hydro Grip Primer in a mini size, loved it, but then I bought the e.l.f. one and loved that too. This is called, now I know where the stain on my fingertips came from yesterday when I opened this to play with it. The Cooling Water Jelly Tint. It's a sheer jelly tint and cheek stain made with cooling seawater and aloe for a long-lasting wash of color. So I got mine in the shade, is it called Let's Bounce? Is it called Chill? It's called Chill. And I swatched all 3, or at least there were 3 at the Sephora I went to yesterday on my hand to see like when I shear them out, what color do I like the most. And I liked this one. It's kind of like the corally red pink, not the like bright pink and not the coral. I often find that like coral doesn't show up that well on my skin. I can hear my husband in my head yelling coral in the background. And again, influenced, I think Ashley Page on TikTok, she just has such gorgeous lips. And I know she's so good at lip lining, and that's not a forte for me. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Plump Big Lip Plumpgasm. I got mine in fair medium. I liked the medium dark, but it was dark for me. I'm literally learning. It's so cooling. It's so cooling on the lips. It doesn't have that burning sensation. I'm learning at the age of 39 how to line my lips, which is one of the reasons why I started getting the lip flip, because it made my lips a lot more even. And then the last 2 things are Trip Bound. Oh, that feels so nice on my lips. Okay, so I've switched from all Sol de Janeiro, most Sol de Janeiro products, to the Trader Joe's dupes. I still have this tiny baby Sol de Janeiro lotion. This is also great for travel, because I will go through this whole tub while on vacation and smell like a dream. Last year, Trader Joe's came out with a line, this one, the Brazil Nut line. I have the body wash. I have 55 of the candles. That's an exaggeration. I probably have 15 of the little candles. They come in the tiny tin. I have the body scrub. That is my second one that I'm almost out of. This is my second tub. Glowy leg things in here. I love this. Like, this would be great for depotting, except none of those are big enough for lotions. I could literally put this on top of this, and the only difference that you would notice is the color, because the texture, the scent, it's all the same. So that being said, oh, and I have the hand sanitizer. They came out with this year a body spray in this same scent. It is SPF 50, and also a body oil that's shimmering sunscreen in SPF 50. Vacation must-haves. These were 25% off too when I bought them. I've never seen a Sol de Janeiro sale, especially at Sephora. So yes, I snagged them, and I used the sale as my excuse as to why. Okay, we're now gonna get ready, okay? Just a little zhuzh before Cal and I, as she says, we go out into the world.
I hope you're not
bored being in like the same place in the house so many times, but this is the kitchen, which is where we do the cooking. I will tell you, it's been about 3 hours. The jelly stick did fill me because psychologically I knew there were chia seeds in it, but because it's sweet and not savory, I like wanted something more after, and I did have a cheese stick on the go. So I will add that into my BariTastic app. I don't know how to quantify the jelly stick. I just finished my next 30 ounces. So after weight loss surgery, I started ordering from a meal delivery service, and I actually tried so many of them. And I know there are new ones because this was 5 years ago. We settled on HelloFresh like 3 years ago. So for 2 years we were doing HelloFresh, and I really liked that. The meals came individually in bags. We have always done, when I say we, I mean Mark and I, 3 meals a week for 2 portions. So that's been the same no matter what service we've gotten. And then we learned that HelloFresh had like a little sister, which is what we do now. We call it Happy Homes, but it's really called Every Plate. And Every Plate comes, you can choose the meals. There's an app, also not an ad, genuinely a customer, have been for 3 years. This, I think, is the least expensive delivery service that exists. If you know of one that's less than Every Plate, please let me know. But this is what's for dinner tonight. So these are sweet soy glazed pork sandos. Last night we had like a pork sausage penne dish. I'm gonna pull up the app because it will give me the nutrition facts, but it will also tell me how much we're paying. I like the customer service for Every Plate because sometimes things haven't been like, I've been missing an ingredient or an ingredient went bad in the truck while it was on the way, and they've like fully refunded my box. I will leave in the description box, like I have a referral link as every other customer does that will get you $20 off. So we'll leave that down below. Let's see. I hope you can see. This is the app. So if you ate one whole portion, it would be 520 calories. I won't be eating one whole portion. But it's also 30 grams of protein. So despite the fact that we only get 2 portions because of weight loss surgery and because I have an 8-year-old who sometimes doesn't like the ingredients in here and we swap things out, this always works out and we typically have leftovers. So I'm gonna get started and kind of show you the process along the way. So all of the ingredients listed, they come in a box like this, which is different from other companies that like serve them individually. I kind of like this way because I feel like it's more sustainable. So we have the buns. You can come in. The scallions. Let's see. You're not done? The coleslaw mix. Now, something I'm notorious about is I steal ingredients from the boxes to use for other things. So I know I stole the lime and moved it. It's in the fridge. I need the sweet soy glaze, and that might be in a different box because Mark really likes to like combine them if we tend to get a box and don't cook all the recipes. So bear with me here. Lime thief. I found it. Sweet soy glaze. All of the directions are on the back. This honestly is not an ad, but while I start chopping, because I have to be more efficient than this as I get dinner ready, what I love about having a meal delivery kit is that, one, it takes the pressure off of me because I'm the primary cook in the household to come up with, so real life in that sink right now, to come up with nutritious, interesting menu items for my family week to week, because I know there are people who do like a weekly menu, and we were talking about this earlier, right? Like I like different things. I don't like to say like Wednesday is spaghetti night and that we do that every Wednesday. I think during the year we have like a crock pot night And that could be any number of recipes. I adapt a lot. Sorry for pointing with a knife. I adapt a lot of these recipes into crock pot recipes, which is super easy to do. Because we have busy schedules, or like Tuesday will be Taco Tuesday. But in general, I try to cook something different like every single night of the week. So this allows me to do that for at least 3 nights. It has broadened my spectrum of ingredients and how to cook and how to prepare things based on the directions. And I have tried so many more recipes because of Every Plate. You can also like specify your dietary restrictions. So it could be kid friendly, like my sister's family would be the kid friendly kind, or it could be vegetarian. Totally up to you and your preferences. So I like that it tells you how long it's gonna take, the beginner cooking level, like this one's an easy one. I've just trimmed the scallions, separating the greens from the whites. They smell delicious. And I'm going to zest and quarter this lime. I also feel like if you're pre-op and you are the primary chef in your household and you have a partner who, or like a roommate who doesn't know what to do when you are doing your liquid and puree and mush stages post-op, this is such a nice option. It's pretty cost effective. I still haven't told you the price, but I will. Actually, I will leave it right here up on the screen because I want to keep cooking. I always recommend it to my clients, not this particular one. Do whatever service works for you, but it just takes away some of the stress of what is my family gonna do when I am not cooking, because you do not want to be cooking post-op while you're just on broth, protein shakes, and water. And tea. Ooh, we've gotten out a little bowl. I'm gonna put my coleslaw. Always like looks like it's not gonna be delicious to me, and then it is. Coleslaw into a bowl with my scallion greens. And then I need mayonnaise, sugar. Those are 2 ingredients that they are not sending, but they will tell you everything that you need down here at the bottom. You could also swap out mayo for cottage cheese, or some people like to do a Greek yogurt like I do in my chicken salad. So this says a tablespoon of mayonnaise, and no, I'm not measuring here. This is gonna be 2 sight, because it's not baking, so I don't have to be as precise. And this is not my first rodeo with Every Plate. And let's see, a ½ teaspoon of sugar, a squeeze of lime juice. This is gonna be very fresh. And a pinch of zest. Ooh. Stir this together and then season with salt. And I might put this in the fridge until it's time to serve. Are you a messy cook or are you a neat cook? I aspire to be a neat cook, but I am just not. I'm just not. I leave the cabinet doors open. I leave a trail of debris on the ground. All right, I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Now here's a tricky part post-op. When you're cooking, you tend to taste test everything, right? To see if it's good. If you are not aware of the bites that you are putting in your mouth, you're gonna be full before dinner even happens, and that's gonna make you so frustrated. So I am gonna taste test this to see if it needs more mayo in it, but I have to take a little bite. I just want you to be intentional about your chef's tasting. Does that make sense? I really love filming these videos because it makes me feel like I have my own cooking show. I'm gonna pat these dry per the instructions. When I was a child, I would pretend that I had a cooking show and I would talk to myself through making different recipes. Oh, hi, my little wet magoo. So I have my pork between 2 or 1 really piece of saran wrap right here. And in order to expedite the cooking process, this is in the directions, I'm not just making this up. We are using my French rolling pin to kind of flatten them down just a little bit. Yeah, it's French because it doesn't have handles.
Oh, I've never seen one with handles.
I know, you've only ever seen this one. Oil is on the pan here, and I'm gonna pre-season one side so I can put that side down, face down. A little salt, a little pepper. Ooh, a sear, love that. I'm also so glad we put the air conditioning on because I sincerely don't think we would have made it to cook through dinner. The air conditioning is helping us make good home choices. These are here for about 3 minutes per side because they are so flat. I am toasting the buns in our little Wonder Oven right here. This is from Our Place. We used to have an Our Place pan. I didn't do a good job taking care of it, but I loved it and I love the brand. I don't think our oven has ever been cleaner because I literally do not turn it on. This does so many things. It's an air fryer, it's a toaster, it bakes things for you. So like, if you have a little family or you're doing small portions, I would recommend this. Flip time, baby!
They're your favorite.
I know, they're pearls! Those came from Amazon, I think, too.
Amazon.
I know, they look really high quality from Amazon.
Yeah.
Disney spatula. Pork chops are cooling. I'm using the same pan. I just added a little bit more oil. Turn the heat down, and now I have my scallion whites in here. Next up is the sweet soy glaze. This is where the fun stuff happens. I'm just waiting for the scallions to like soften a little bit so that it takes away any of that bitter edge. I'm just gonna add a splash of water because I feel like the heat was already so hot that it's making the sauce very, very thick. We get to put the pork back in the pan. Coat these bad boys right up. Now the pork, why would I do that? The pork goes on the bottom bun. This is Mark's plate. So he's gonna get like the full meal deal here. And for Cal and I already cut one in half for us. Now you can add the coleslaw on top. I also have some leftover caprese salad. So I'm gonna add the coleslaw on top for us. My guess is that Callie will probably wanna take hers off, that's fine. The extra sauce from this pan goes right on top of the sandwiches. You will obviously have more than enough to go on the side as well. And we have little plates, like salad plates. Now the other thing is that I'm not like a food, like I don't know how to make it look pretty. I'm not like a food designer. So when you look at this, you might be like, yeah, Chelsea, that looks good. I promise it tastes good. I'm gonna put some big old tomatoes with some mozzarella cheese and basil. I might actually pull some fresh basil from the garden as well. I feel like if you are not a leftover queen, post-op life may be challenging for you just because it is going to be rare, particularly if you are in America, for any portion to not suit your tummy style. Like every portion in America is gonna be too big. This is my pre-sit down to eat sandwich plate. We're gonna eat inside. I'll show you how much gets eaten. And the thing that is missing here is a beverage. Unless we're out to dinner, I don't have a drink with dinner because, you know, the 15-15, 20-20, 30-30, depending on what stage you are in your journey rule. So from the last sip I took of my water, it will probably be about 25 minutes. until dinner, maybe even a little bit longer, but the table is set for all three of us. It's time to eat. This was yet another successful meal from Happy Home. I did eat my whole sandwich. There's a little coleslaw left, and that's like a fatty piece of pork. And then Callie ate one of my tomatoes. It's also so interesting to me that maybe for lunch, I can't eat quite as much as I can for dinner. Like, I don't really understand how the timing of the day works, but this is what's left over. Well, I've just refilled my water. The dishes are loaded. It's one of my favorite feelings ever, is having like the sink totally clean. We're gonna wipe off the countertops. Get reset here for tomorrow. And I'm gonna finish my water. I may have a tea tonight. I may not. I do want to give you my grand tally, but I'll do that after my water is over. I thought we needed a little change of scenery, and it's finally not sweltering hot so we can be outside. I'm in my jammies. I'm gonna do all my skincare, but I wanted to give you my final numbers because I think besides water, I'm all done for the day. So I ended up with a little over 1,000 calories today, so 1,042. That's typically like right on track. For calories, I tend to range between like 800 and 1,000-ish per day. 61 grams of protein total, but that doesn't include the little jelly stick because I don't know how to quantify that. And I ended up with 10 grams of fiber. I am working on my last bits of water right now, and I will hit 10,000 steps before the end of the day with 41 exercise minutes total according to my watch. So a productive day, but pretty average, even though I mentioned that like the foods shift, the grams of things and the movement doesn't. Now there are days when I'm at hot yoga, for example. Like today I did not intentionally exercise. These 41 minutes are coming from walking to and from the beach, playing in the ocean, like those like organic movements. But there are days where I hit well over 60 minutes of working out because I'm taking an intensive class, which is something I think I'm planning on doing tomorrow because I couldn't go today. And I didn't mention this in the beginning, and I probably should have. Being 5 years out, I'm around roughly 100 pounds down from where I started post-op 5 years ago. I always tell my clients to include, oh, it's like starting to sprinkle. Oh, that's nice. I always tell my clients to include their pre-op weight, and occasionally I do, but I'm just for the purpose of being absolutely clear with you, I'm 100 pounds down from my post-op weight. Like the day I went into surgery, not the heaviest I was. I'm well over 100 pounds down from that point. So I'm a medium, I'm 5'2½". Yes, I count the half. Sometimes I say I'm 5'3". It's really how tall the hair is that day. And I range in size from like a 6 in vanity sizing up to an 8. Typically not a 10 anymore. I'm not in double digits, but because I do have like a larger size chest, I often have to size up on top, which is why I'm interested in a reduction, which is something I talked about in a recent video. So I really appreciate you being here. If you're looking for any help on emotional or binge eating or food addiction, which are things that I have discussed in numerous videos, I'll leave one here. I do have a masterclass happening this week that's free. It's live with me, so I can answer your questions. Like the last 20-ish minutes of the masterclass is just me answering your questions live on camera together. And it's all about like the secrets to weight loss surgery success that do include food, but are more about the mindset around food and how you behave when it comes to intuitive eating versus emotional eating. It's totally free. I'm gonna leave that in the description box below. And if you already know that you need help with this, please come to the masterclass. But I also have my digital course, which is Mindset Mastery, and that opens this week too. So the course itself is a 4-module/4-week course that you have access to for an entire lifetime. You can do it as an independent study, and it's going to take you through understanding your own limiting beliefs around mindset and how to overcome those in order to be successful long term with weight loss surgery. There's also a VI Pixie Dust package. That is it's the same. You still get all of the curriculum, you get all of the video modules, which I scripted, filmed, and edited myself, so I didn't outsource any of this to anyone, but you also get 4 live coaching sessions with me. So I have both of those available if you're interested. I will leave the page that has the information for it down below too, and I hope you'll check that out either way. I really appreciate you being here until the end. I hope you're doing well and that you are excited about the possibility for your future post-op. I love you. Stay hydrated, my friends, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye, beauties.